I think it's safe to say we are all excited for basketball season. Let's talk about the Kent State game as well as the games that we got upcoming for the next week.
There goes Davis. Oh my God! Davis is going running all the way back. Auburn's going to win the football game.
Hello and welcome to this episode of War Eagle Weekly. How we doing, Josh?
I'm doing good, bro. I mean, I'm so excited to continue to watch this one sports team that's giving me hope. This team is so fun to watch. I just cannot wait to watch them more.
They really are, and they're only just beginning. We have so many new pieces on this team that you got to imagine that they are going to find a way to gel as the season goes on, and we really should be in a good position as the season goes on. Let's jump right into it. Before we jump right into it, we were just talking before we hit record about how you need to come up with a basketball intro. So people don't think that we're now talking about football with that intro. But so be on the lookout for that. Joshua absolutely kills it with our intros, with our videos, with our TikToks, with all of that. So be sure to go check out his TikToks because we got quite a few basketball ones in there because of how fun this team has been, as well as the success that this team has had. It's just been a fun ride for sure.
Yes, absolutely. It's gonna be fun. Definitely fun. If we continue to win, it's gonna be fun.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about a previous win. We just got done playing Kent State. And we got out to a big lead. I think we were up by 24. And then come halftime, they kind of came back. But all in all, it was a good win for Auburn against Kent State.
Oh, it definitely was. I mean, as soon as the second half started, you sent me a text saying we came out freezing cold. And we did. I mean, we let Kent State bring it back within 4 at one point.
Yeah.
And then Auburn obviously did what they do best and started playing some ball and winning the game. But when you got a player like Von Cameron Davis for Kent State, you got a player like that, they're going to get their buckets no matter what. Nothing's going to change that.
Honestly, we're lucky that he wasn't playing as much as he was in the first half because of foul trouble.
Yeah.
I think it would have been a tougher ask in the second half if he was out there because the dude looked good. He looked really good.
Yeah, he was creating his own shots. He was taking whatever space was given to him. And so, I mean, I think the game would have been a little different if he was able to stay in the game without getting into that foul trouble. But thank goodness he did.
Yeah, thank goodness he did indeed. Now here's the question, though. Should we be concerned about the way that Kent State was able to cut it within 4. This team last year had a tendency to let their foot off of the gas. Do you think that happened, or do you think it just was a true they just started getting cold?
I think Auburn just started getting cold. They were getting whatever shots they wanted. They were missing wide open threes. I think we only made 6 threes against Kent State. So that isn't something that Auburn is accustomed to doing, missing that many threes and not scoring from behind the arc as often as they have been. But I think Auburn just got a little cold, missing those open shots, and Kent State actually had a player in the game that was fresh and wanted to make up some time he missed.
And that's a fair outlook. That's fair. And ultimately, when things mattered, the defense kind of prevailed, and we started to pull away and actually had a fantastic game and ended up doing really well there. So, Josh, who was your MVP of the game?
It's definitely going to be Chaney Johnson. The dude came in and played crazy minutes for Auburn and got whatever he friggin' wanted. Chaney Johnson is definitely going to get my nod for player of the game, even though he tied Janai Broom for most points in the game. But when you got a player that can come off the bench like him and Pettiford and just score at will and be physical and play defense and run the game plan, then I'm going to take that any day of the week.
I mean, that's fair. He absolutely looked phenomenal out there and really at times looked like our best player, to be perfectly honest. I mean, Janai Broom is Janai Broom, and Janai Broom looked phenomenal. He really did. But Chaney Johnson, You had him as our surprise player this year. I had him as our sixth man of the year. I think right now both of us are kind of right.
Oh, absolutely. I would say so. I mean, I don't think he's going to get any starting nods unless something crazy happens at the forward position in the starting rotation, because you want those points. Like I said about Pettiford last week, you want those points to come off the bench as well as from the starters. So if he can just continue to do that, then Auburn's going to be in some real good shape.
Yeah, we really should. And again, this is a good Kent State team. This isn't going to be a team that is a pushover. We did pretty good at holding to just 32% shooting, and they never led in the game. But for me, the thing that I was really the most impressed with was the fact that we had 23 assists, which it seems like
That's
if
crazy.
Auburn is willing to pass the ball, we tend to do really well when we're not playing ISO ball, if you will. Like we kind of
Oh, absolutely.
Like we kind of did with Aiden Holloway at times.
Dude, want to throw up bricks and just sit there and dance with the defender.
Yeah. We saw him throw up bricks against Purdue for Alabama, and that definitely bit them in the ass. But I will say it probably makes me a little bit more worried about that Purdue game we got coming up later this month.
Either that or Alabama is just straight ass. They're missing their best player due to injury. They sold Aiden Holloway a dream, and now he's living a nightmare. It's just I don't think Alabama is as good as the media has predicted them to be at all. So I'm not saying Purdue's a bad team. That's not what I'm saying, because they're Purdue and they're still a ranked team. They're in the top 10 for a reason. Or is it top 15? I think they're in the top 15. Either way, they're ranked for a reason. Yes, you're ranked for a reason. And, I mean, they just went – no, they were at home against Alabama. So they just went in and beat a top 5 team in Alabama.
Yeah, which I'm all for, especially when Aiden Holloway can't hit from deep like he wants to. Guys, there are some podcasts out there that are not going to be petty about Aiden Holloway. This is not one of them. Nope. We were willing to be civil until he started talking about our team, and at that point, hell have no fury like an Auburn fan, because we're going to come at you.
We're assholes.
Yes, we are. And now, getting off of the subject of Aiden Holloway, let's talk about our upcoming games against North Alabama. Let's kind of dive into that, Josh, real quick. Really, there shouldn't be any concern leading into this game, right? Are you concerned at all?
Not really. They have a really good guard, and his name escapes me, Jakari Lane. He's averaging 22 points a game. So if you got a guard creating that kind of offense for you, then there's some cause for concern. He's also averaging four assists a game. So they got a couple of guys on that squad that can put you in some tough spots. But all in all, when all cards are on the table, I'm not concerned.
Yeah, no, I think honestly, it's a good coach. It's a well-coached team. They're 3-1. As the graphic is showing on the screen, they're shooting 47%. Okay, I don't care who you are. If you're shooting 47%, you're going to win a lot of games.
Yes.
But the difference is you're going to be playing against a very athletic and a very good defensive team in Auburn that does not allow easy shots to get off. And so I'm assuming that they're going to have Denver Jones on that guy, and Denver Jones is going to shut him down. That guy's not even going to hit double digits. I'm going to call it right now. He's not going to hit double digits.
He's not. So what's your score prediction for this game then?
I don't know. I don't have a score prediction, but I promise you.
What do you think we win by?
By 34. By 34.
Okay, I can see. I was going to say 25-31 or something like that, but I could definitely see 34.
Yeah, they're not going to score 87 points. They're going to score less than 50 points.
Well, with the way our defense has been playing, that's not hard to imagine.
No, it's not at all. No, it's not at all. But leading into a more difficult game, we have Iowa State that we're going to be playing in the Maui Invitational. Now, this is a very highly ranked team. This is a very difficult team that we are going to be playing over the weekend, I believe. Or when is this game? I can't quite remember now
It's
off the top of my head.
next Monday, I think. So we have a
Next
game tomorrow,
Monday.
and then next Monday we have a game.
That's
the
right.
25th.
That's right. Which we're talking about this because we're going to be recording next Sunday and obviously not have seen this game, but yet our video is going to be coming out before the game is played. Honestly, I'm very excited for the Maui Invitational. To start it off, we're going to be playing Iowa State on Monday at, I'm trying to remember what time we're going to be playing.
7 p.m. on ESPNU. 7 p.m.
7
Mountain
p.m.
time.
Okay.
So 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay. All right. So it's going to be a late game for everybody, but really should be an awesome, awesome game. This is now, speaking of defense, this is a very good defensive team. Not going to be the best defensive team we've seen all year because we've played against Houston, but they are up there, man. They do a phenomenal job. They too are shooting 47%. So they're a good offensive team as well. Honestly, I'm a little worried about it. It's going to be a good test for Auburn, and I think we should still win this game and be able to play against the next opponent in the Maui Invitational, which
Duke.
I believe is going to be the winner of North Carolina and Dayton.
Well, we'd play Duke right after, wouldn't we?
No. The winner of game 4 plays the winner of game 3.
Okay, maybe I was just looking at the schedule wrong.
Yep. I got it there on the screen for you, so it should go straight into if we play. So we'll play either Dayton or North Carolina, either way, whether we win or lose, because it goes the other way. It goes to the loser bracket if we lose the first game. But both games are going to be played on the same day, I believe. November 25th. Yeah. Dayton is playing North Carolina that same day. So we'll know right away once we get done pretty much who we're going to be playing. So should be North Carolina. Let's just be honest here. Playing North Carolina, and then it should be UConn that we play. We might see Michigan State, for the title in this. But honestly,
are they good this year?
No, I don't know. But Michigan State, I don't feel like you could ever count out Tom Izzo.
I mean, when you're washed up, you can.
Well, I don't think he's washed up. Tom Izzo is one of the greatest basketball coaches that is out there. All in all, though, it should be a very good small tournament. It should help us understand what we have. If we end up getting to play the national title, UConn, for the final game, that would just be phenomenal. Hopefully Auburn can win all 3 games, but at the very least make it to that national title, or I'm sorry, to that championship game for this tournament and really see what this team is made of. I made the statement early in our preseason prediction, in our basketball prediction show, that this team is made for tournaments. This will definitely tell us whether or not they are or not.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if we can go in there and beat Iowa State, then that's definitely going to be a huge indication as to what this team could be, because you already got a win against a top 5 team on the road. So you get another one, then there's no doubt in my mind that Auburn is the best team in the country.
Yes, we are. Ken Palm's got that correct, Josh. And with that crazy revelation that Auburn is the best team in the country still and will continue to be the best team in the country, War Eagle, Josh.
War damn Eagle.